What's going on, guys? What's up, YouTube? I want to start my video a little differently. I just want to do a moment of silence for Jaylon Ferguson and Tony Siragusa. Some of y'all might not know, because some of y'all on my channel might not be into football and stuff like that. But for the Baltimore Ravens, it's a real sad day. So before I do my intro and everything, I just wanted to start off with a moment of silence before I get into my video. So can we all just do a moment of silence together?
I'ma go get it, they waiting for blessings. I've been taking L's and I losses, they lessons. They get the money, I got an obsession. If trap is a sport, then it'll be my profession. Tell you the truth, I don't got no confessions. I don't know why lately I feel aggression. I'ma go get it, they waiting for.
All right, y'all. So thank y'all for that moment of silence. Y'all know how we do this. I am back with another official statement for you guys. Today, I wanted to talk about mental health, especially with men. Not to leave out women in this category, but I just want to. I'm not just gonna base it off of just men. I'm just saying that I do want to come from a man perspective a lot too, because I feel like as men we don't do this. So I be on Twitter sometimes, and I think every Saturday, it's a friend of, one of the Twitter spaces I am, the guy name is Matt, but he runs a mental health space. So I don't know if anybody else or any of you guys do get on Twitter, but on Twitter now, they have spaces where like you can get in and talk about different type of things. So it's like they got NFL wars on there where they talking about their football teams. You have people in there, they might talk about some mental health. You have people talking about political issues. You have people talking about their love lives. You have people talking about basketball, baseball, social media things. It's all kind of topics. So it's like it's all about what your genre is, or what you like to be a part of, or what you want to get involved in. So I think on Saturdays the guy Matt runs a space, and he'll title it mental health check. So and then also, if you guys listen to the podcast that I was on, we also did a segment about mental health. So I think it's very important, especially as us men, to sometimes do like a mental health check-in. You know what I'm saying? It might not necessarily have to be with your homeboys or you know what I mean? It could be more per se like, your significant other. You want to check in and you want to just have a mental health moment. You know what I mean? Some type of, just a check-in. It could be with family, it could be with friends. You know what I mean? Like I said, it could be your significant other. I think we all need to do that type of check, because in these times and these days of what's going on in this world, your mental health is very important. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we get discouraged as men to talk about these type of issues. So just let me give you a brief breakdown on how we do it on Saturdays. So on Saturdays we come in, we all in the space, and each person goes around the room, and they give a scale number from 1 to 10 where their mental health is. You know what I mean? So they come out and they say, hey, I believe I'm a 5. And they break down the reason why they believe they're a 5, and all, what they going through, or what issues are. Or if they're 10, they tell you why they're 10, and they tell you exactly everything, or reason why they feel like they're 10. And, and we just do that as much as each other. And I feel like it's a good therapy session for you to be able to just come out of yourself. You know what I mean? Come out of yourself and be able to, it's a therapeutic moment. And it's also it could be a growth moment for you too. You know what I'm saying? And then it gives you the other side of different people. Like, you never know what other people are going through, man. Like people could be going through so much, and you could be like, damn, I really thought I had it down bad. You know what I mean? This guy, he's homeless. You know what I mean? He going through trying to find somewhere to stay, trying to find food every night. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting here complaining about my job because it's getting on my nerves because they want X, Y, and Z from me. Like, all those things are, like, to me, are like teaching moments and just eye openers. But not only that, it's, like I said, it's a good therapeutic session for you to, I guess, release what's inside of you. And maybe it might per se bring you, so say you coming in, you say you're a 5, you might leave out of there and you might feel like you might be a 7, you know, later on that day. Like, you know, that might have made you feel a little bit better and helps you to get through your day. So I just came on today because I wanted to talk about, you know, us doing those type of things as men and women, not just men, just men and women. Like, you know, if it's you women, like if you're doing it and you're doing it with your homegirls or, you know, your significant other or your family member, the same way applies to you guys too. You know what I mean? But it's something that we all should do. So like, I believe when I did it on the podcast, we did the same thing. We came on and we talked about where we were. And I think at that moment, I want to say I probably was like a high 6, low 7. At that moment, I might have been higher than that. And I think the most issues that were bothering me was the shootings and the killings that were going around in the world. You know what I mean? Because I feel like just because it didn't happen to my family or my friends and others, don't mean it don't affect me. Like, I'm human, and that affects me because it's like I want world peace. Honestly, like, I want there to be straight world peace in this world. I believe that we should all be able to get along, have a good time. You know, when you go out and you party, it should be, when you go to the club, we should all be able to go to the club, party, dance, have fun, and then go about your way separately or however it may be. But it should be no violence in it. None at all. It should be a peaceful moment, a happy moment, an enjoyable time. And that's how I feel like it should be. Even when you're going out to eat and it's a bunch of people and they all sitting down and they're eating their food and they having their conversation, that should be peaceful moments. It shouldn't be no, you know what I mean, no violence pulled within that. Pool party, you having a good time with your friends, everything, having a good time. It shouldn't be no fights in there. It should be, we all came here to come together to have a good time, enjoy the moments with each other, and then, you know, you go about your way, or I go this way, you go to whatever, or, you know, we link back up another time. But we don't live in a world like that. We live in a world where it's backstabbers. It's people that hate on you because they feel like you're 10 levels above them and they can't find their way up. Or they don't want to congratulate you because you're doing so well and they feel like that you shouldn't be doing better than them. Like, we can't live that way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different paths. You know what I mean? So if my path is this, I'm going up this way, you know what I mean? Don't be mad at me because I'm going up this way. Your path might be you got to go that way to go up that way. But you keep going this way or that way and that way and that way, that you off your path. So get back on your path so you can go up that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to do those type of things. We cannot hate about what people are doing or where direction they are going. Everybody's path is totally different. You know what I'm saying? So to get to your destination is totally different from this person's destination. But don't want to, you know, run off topic too bad. You know what I'm saying? I just want to try to keep it, you know, within the mental health area. So I challenge you guys as people to do the same thing. To have some type of moment with your whoever you feel comfortable with. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta feel comfortable in the space to be able to do it. Because a lot of times, if people don't feel comfortable, they're not gonna want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm more comfortable to talk about it with random people. I'm okay with that because I'm comfortable within my skin and I'm comfortable with who I am. So I really don't care about people judging me or, you know, who I am or whatever, because I know who I am. I know who I am as a man, and I know about myself. So, if people want to judge and talk about me and all that kind of stuff, it kind of really don't bother me. It just makes me understand who I am as a person. We all have to grow, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be mad at that person because they feel that way. You feel that way, that's fine. That's how you feel. You know what I mean? I'm not here to argue with you or create some type of tension or make it a bigger blown out situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I want world peace. Like, I'm dead serious about that. Like, I don't want to see no more shootings, none of that kind of stuff. I just want world peace. Like, the shootings to me are just ridiculously outrageous. And it wears on me, and it really bothers me because that messes with my mental. And that's where my mental illness comes in at times. And then I have other situations as far as my family-wise in my life and things that goes on. But to see those type of things and to hear about those type of things, it just bothers me, man. Like, we should live freely in peace. We should not have to worry about going to a market thinking that somebody's going to come in there and shoot the market up. Like, just think about that. And that's not free. That's not peace. You know what I'm saying? That's not that at all. To get a phone call that your mama just left to go to the market to bring food back to the house, to find out that she got shot in the market and she's dead. Or not only that, to a story that I heard about in Baltimore where a young kid went to his prom and he didn't make it back home because he got killed because the people wanted his watch and his shoes, so they killed him. And it was his prom night, his senior prom night. He 18, this is what I'm saying, having a good time, enjoying your life, and this is what happens. Like, that's not world peace. That's us living in fear. And I know we don't want to live in fear, but come on. It was his prom night. Like, come on. I don't care how bad you wanted to watch on the shoes or none of that. I don't care. It's not worth his life. It's not at all. So my mental definitely weighs heavy with the situations of what goes around in this world and the killings and the shootings. And then also what I got going in my life too with other things. And then I guess the reason why it affects me, because I keep saying it to you and I keep drilling it affects me because I really believe that we should have world peace. I really do. Like, I just feel like it's unfair that we're not at these stages. Like, some countries don't have problems like this that we have, y'all. Like, let's just keep it real. They don't. And let's just be honest with ourselves. I feel like our government fails us. Our government does nothing to protect us. I really do. When it came to 9/11, our government, they did everything they did to protect the Pentagon. They protected airline. When you went to the airport, they changed security for all of that kind of stuff. And when it comes to these school shootings, when it comes to, just random people being for, I guess you want to call them racial shootings, nothing stops them. No changes come about. I have yet to hear any changes about what they're going to do for our school systems. Our government, what if our government said they're going to do? What they going to change? How they going to tighten up security? How they going to make things better for these school systems? What's the next steps? Haven't heard anything. And people still going on like it's regular life. But it's not. It's not. Let's just be honest, it's not. It's not regular life. Changes need to make happen. You can make changes happen for you when it comes to security, when it comes to going to the Pentagon and other places. You can make changes for school systems too, so they can have security when they go to school. I'm not telling you that you got to put a security in the supermarket for it to be safe in the supermarket, but something has to give. I don't know what, but something has to give. Something. So I challenge all of you today to go out and have mental health moments with someone. Like a nice little group. Like, y'all have a mental health session and y'all just sit around and y'all go around the room and talk about where you are from a scale of 1 to 10, what your number is, and explain why you are at that number. You know what I mean? Go into detail why you feel like you're at that number. You know what I mean? If it's something that's majorly bothering you, that bringing you down, or if it's something weird though that's happening that makes you very high, like come out and do that. You know what I mean? Have some type of circle and do that with people, and mentally check on people. And I say something like that. I mean, we do it once a week. I think it's therapeutic to do it once a week, but I mean, for you, it might be once every 2 weeks, or once every 3 weeks, or once a month. I don't know. I don't know what you're comfortable with, but I'm asking you to try it. I'm asking you to step out your comfort zone and try to do something like that. I think it'll be very therapeutic, and I think it will help you in the long run. So I think a mental health check should be done, because you could be at a very low, and you know what I mean, it could be to the point where some people are at a very low, and that could be something that might be they be so low that they sacrifice they take their lives, and because they mentally they just not there, and they tap out. So I feel like that's something that we should do. And not only that, like, if you got friends, you should check in on your friends. You know what I mean? Simple phone call. Hey, what's up, homie? How you doing, bro? Everything good with you? You cool? You know what I mean? Everything okay with the family? Blah, blah, blah. Or if it's just a text. You know what I mean? Like if you're in a group text with a bunch of homeboys, because me and my homeboys, we got group texts. You know what I mean? We in a group text and we talk trash, but we also check on each other. And when holidays like Father's Day, we make sure we come in and we say Happy Father's Day to each other. And, you know what I mean? We give those things back to each other. We might not always see each other, but we try to tap in with each other to come out to those moments. You know what I mean? Even still, like when I was at the Father's Day thing with my friend, like I said, everybody didn't show up, but the ones that was there, we sat there and we talked, and we had we had moments. We talked about all kind of things, and we just checked in on each other. So I'm asking you to do the same thing, to try to help other people, or to even help yourself. Do a mental health check-in. Check in, y'all. And if you need to, you can leave me a comment. You want me to, we could do it together. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I could give you my information to where we are on Twitter Spaces if you want to jump on Twitter and do that, or if you don't feel comfortable, you know what I mean, with other people. It's okay, because we can all do the same thing. We can do a mental health check-in together. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with doing that with you guys. You know what I mean? You family to me. So I'm okay with doing those type of things. I feel like we need to do that as people to help ourselves, because we all need to grow. And if you think that I'll help you grow, you know what I mean, trust me, it will. It helps a lot. So with that being said, man, like I said again, I pray for the families for Jalen Ferguson and Tony Siragusa. If you don't know who those guys was, you can look at their highlights on YouTube. You just type in Jalen Ferguson from the Baltimore Ravens and Tony Siragusa from the Baltimore Ravens. Well, if you're not any sports fans, it's okay. You really don't have to check in. I'm just saying, for me, I'm saying high praises to their family as they go through these hard moments, because they lost their loved one. Because today, a daughter and a son lost their father, a wife lost their husband, a grandchild lost their grandfather, a mother lost their son. And it's tough to deal with death for anybody. So we need to, I'm not gonna say we, I just feel like I want to send my prayers out to those families, because they're going through a rough moment at this time, and they need every prayer that they can get. So rest in peace to you, Jalen Ferguson. Fly high, my brother. And rest in peace to you too, Tony Siragusa. Fly high, my brother. I love y'all. I appreciate the time that y'all spend with me. I appreciate y'all liking my videos. I appreciate the comments that y'all give me. I ask that y'all continue to comment on my videos, to tell me certain things that y'all want to see. Continue to watch my videos. And I love y'all, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, turn me up. I appreciate y'all. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Y'all stay blessed.